Are Orc Boyz any good in patch 6.0.3? I see a need to cover some basics as we go, so let's go into the lowest of the boys, because when you have lots of choices, or you just get lots of wall reinforcements, you need some idea what you're getting, what you're using, and why. And seriously, the question is really, okay, I'm filling out my army, should I take these guys or somebody else? Let's take a closer look. Recruited for 425 gold and 106 upkeep. On Ultra, this gets you a unit with 120 entities with 9,720 health between them, which should be considered the baseline for the faction. This means that relative to goblins, they're going to take more magic without being wiped out. Armor is 30 with shields that block 35% of small arms missile fire from the front, explicitly designed to be up there with Empire swordsmen. Leadership of 60 is okay. It is no better than okay. Speed 31 and charge speed 39 are the faction's standard. Melee attack begins at 28 for inferior to Empire swordsmen. Attack interval of 3.9 is a bit faster than the norm, no splash damage. Melee defense of 25 is far from the best. Weapon strength 34 is split between base 26 and armor piercing 8, which is markedly superior to normal human troops, though not by enormous amounts. You will still see this advantage in this video. Charge bonus is 20 and mass is 130. The only trait is hide and forest. That's it. We might as well go over the Spears version. There's a reason to go over it. Cost is 450 gold, upkeep is 112. Everything looks the same at first until you get down to melee attack, which is now 20. That's 8 worse. Melee defense is 28, or 3 better. Weapon strength slips to 29, split between base 23 and armor piercing 6, but of course, there is a bonus versus large. And it's 14. I'll call that a very decent and ordinary boost. Charge bonus is 12 and mass is 130 again. Unsurprisingly, this version has charge defense versus large and charge reflection. In the redline skills, the Boys offers melee attack plus 6 and weapon strength plus 12% at 3 pips. At rank 7, Ard Laz offers plus 12 armor, plus 5 melee defense and ward save 8%. In the tech tree, Eager to Fight offers plus 3 melee attack and plus 5 leadership, and Heavy Metal offers plus 10 armor and plus 5% weapon strength. Now, I'm going over this partly to demonstrate how simple and basic these boosts are. This is indeed the baseline, the least exotic of the roster aside from goblins, or maybe including them. For scrap upgrades, and see, this is why I wanted to do both units at once, because they're completely equal for both. Padded Shields, available without any tech increases, offers for 20 measly scrap the permanent passive of the same name, which is plus 15 armor and plus 30% missile block chance. Let's do simple math. 35% plus 30% is 65%, which is 10% better than Celestial Dragon Guard, Tomb Guard, High Elves and Dark Elves Spearmen. You get the idea. It's 10% better than the now standard Black Orcs using shields. Spoils of War is required to unlock Beta Blades, which at that point is only 30 scrap default, but provides plus 15% weapon strength. That's pretty significant, though these are only Orc Boys to benefit. Unique to Gorbad Ironclaw's faction, Big Banner Boys Scrap Upgrade provides a passive increase in intensity with each kill, up to plus 10% melee damage, plus 10 melee attack, and plus 8 leadership. Azag can also imbue them with wizardly weapons, and here are those bonuses. Those are unique to those factions. So how do we use Orc Boys? That's not complicated. The basic version is meant as the Orc answer to standard line infantry, and maybe they wouldn't be much to talk about except for the fact Law exists. Once you slap on plus 24 melee attack and extra damage in the fight, their advantage over average lines becomes overwhelming, at least for a little bit. Their staying power past that point is always questionable, but you'd be shocked how far 60 leadership can go in the right situation. The Spears variety expands your options in a good way. It's not literally your cheapest option for this job, but it's by far your most reliable for melee infantry. The Padded Shields option is easy to use and makes these guys into crazy missile tarpits. Otherwise, the Spear version is a melee tarpit for cavalry, but doesn't have serious armor piercing, so in either case, they just can't carry the entire battle themselves. They are meant as building blocks of greater solidness, around which to use your more mobile and more killy options. Greenskins have lots of those, especially these days. So you need to treasure the meat and potatoes units to do the grunt work they don't have time for, and that you, don't have time to micro. Take care, and have fun waving fancy banners as your boys do the work.